Welcome to Be Aware to Be Prepared. My name is Debbie Boyce. I'm your host of Be Aware to Be Prepared. What do I have on my head? I have a hat. My hat is a sunscreen hat. It is UV protected and it is waterproof. Two things. So I wear it in the rain, wear it in the sun, wear it all I need, and go from there. Why do I do that? Well, guess what, people? I was in the error that I went ahead and I did not have sunscreen. I used baby oil and I got skin cancer. How many people might have had that? Or maybe you don't know you had that. There's something I'll say from the doctors. My doctor says, can you plug that? Plug what? Not put a plug in. I'm talking about, should you have a skin check? Have you had your skin checked today? Have you had your skin checked this year? Do you ever get your skin checked?
No, I do not.
Well,
No.
you're young enough you don't need to, but your mom might need to, okay? So that's something to think about. Because if you don't get your skin checked, you don't know. I actually ended up with a spot on my hand. That happened this past month. I went and they said, oh, you got skin cancer on your hand. I said, what? Okay, so to avoid that, what can we do, Jay?
Sunscreen.
Use sunscreen. We've got so many sunscreens. Do you have a favorite sunscreen?
Honestly, Deb, I don't even know if I've ever worn sunscreen.
Did you hear that? He said he doesn't remember wearing it. Well, do you think you're going to start now?
Probably.
Well, I'm going to check up on you. So people, not only with sun do we have to worry about, we have to worry about some critters that are in the woods that have been in Vermont for a whole year. They've been here year round, and that starts with a T. Good old ticks. The ticks have been living in our world, in our grasses. How can you avoid ticks?
Do a tick check.
Do a tick check. What does a tick check mean?
When you check your whole body, head from toe, near
Wearing your clothes?
taking off your clothes near your laundry room so you can immediately put them in the dryer.
Right, right. And what does the dryer do?
It would kill any ticks that would be on your clothes.
And how many minutes do you need to run that dryer for? You don't remember? That's okay. You can turn it on for a full cycle if you want, but at least 10 minutes. Now, that's the same thing as, I know this is going to creep people out, but I'm going to talk about bed bugs, head lice. Yeah, black bag, put it into the dryer. They really hate that, those little creepy crawly things. But along with the creepy crawly things, everyone should wear a spray of some type. Now I have an orange, I have a maroon, I have a green can. They all do the same thing, but they smell different. Which smell do you like? Do you like the aerosol? Do you like the pump? What would you like? There are so many different things, so many different options. How do we make the choice? We don't know, do we?
No.
Whichever works for your skin, whichever you'll tolerate, pay close attention whether it can be used with children. That's very important. And that's very important to keep your child taken care of. There is so much Lyme disease going on right now. And the worst case scenario on a Lyme disease is you end up, it alters your body. It alters your life. the worst case scenario, and you will end up in an altered state. I'm not going to go into what could be because it's a lot of what ifs and what could be. That's a very big tongue tie, but it's a lot of what ifs because everybody is different. My machine, my body is different. Jay's machine is different. His muscular is different to my muscles. But we just went through this really horrific pandemic. Did you happen to see any of our MRC people around? You might have. They might have been one of the people giving you an immunization. MRC, Medical Reserve Corps. Why would you become part of Medical Reserve Corps?
How can I join?
You can, good question. Go on to the Department of Health website. It'll have a drop down. Put your demographics, name, date, well, the date of your birth date, tells how old you are, birth date, and contact information. And the state will contact you. They'll reach out to you. We have background checks done on us. They know what kind of we can do. I am an EMT. They know that I know incident command system. They know that I'm with the Red Cross, and I can go ahead and do a little bit more than some other EMTs. But you can also be a non-medical.
Nice.
You would be a non-medical Medical Reserve Corps.
I can be a receptionist.
You could be a receptionist. And if you have a CDL license, you could move things around for us.
Nice.
We have portable hospitals in the state of Vermont, but in every state you have a portable hospital. These portable hospitals can be set up in 2 hours. They are the equivalent of 32 hospital rooms. The oxygen runs through them and everything, and it can actually be billed out to the actual insurance as a hospital stay. So we respond to pandemics. We've responded to the COVID. COVID's not going away, people. COVID is here to stay. We're here to stay. The Medical Reserve Corps is here to stay. We're here to stay and work in different capacities. During the summer, I provide a cooling tent. And that's to cool people down. Why would we want to cool people down in the summer?
So they don't get heat exhaustion and heat stroke.
Right. How would you know you had heat exhaustion or heat stroke? What happens to your head?
Pale skin, sweaty hair.
You have red skin, okay?
Red.
It might go a little white around because it's getting a little swelling, but in one part you're sweating, another part you're not sweating. And so that's very important. So I am jumping around, but here comes my favorite subject, everybody. Every show I talk about water, liquids, coffee, yeah, but not with the stuff in it, okay? You have to drink. How much should you drink?
You should drink half your body weight in ounces.
Right. It used to be where we had to drink, we're told to drink 8 ounces, okay? 6 8-ounce glasses. Well, that's good for me, but it might not be good for you.
No.
It might not be good for this little kid. So the little kid, you need to take half of their body weight and divide it in half. You have to take half your body weight. Yeah, I know that seems like a lot. It's sort of like an incentive to lower the number. But please, drink, drink, drink. Why should you drink, Jay?
Because a large percentage of your body is made of water?
Is water. Now, if you're listening to Jay speak, Jay has a slower speech. He's on this show, and you know, if you have a disability, you too can be part of a show. You too can do what others do. And that's what we're going to talk about. I can move around. We have changing seasons. It's sunny out right now. It's balmy out. It's really warm. But it's supposed to snow in a couple of days.
Yes.
It's supposed to turn to ice. Ice. I have to walk very carefully. What do you have to do, Jay?
I need to walk very carefully too, and I do carry the ski pole, so I would have it easier for me to walk, and I can help others help me walk.
Right. What are those black things in front of you?
These are you can put these on your shoes, and they have spikes on them. I'm not sure if the camera can zoom in or not, but
If you hold it up, maybe they turn around and they'll see where it goes over the show.
These are
the shoe.
foolproof. You still can slip and fall in them, but
Right.
it's very unlikely.
What's that other thing in front of you?
And if you have a cane, you could put this on the bottom of your cane, excuse me, and pull down some spikes to grip the ice.
Long story short, everybody can move. Long story short, everybody should move. Long story short, it doesn't matter what the weather is outside, everyone should move. Everyone should drink so they can move. Okay, yes, it is we talked about one show, it's your C, it's your choice. That's right, it's my choice, I want to do this. It's your choice. Feed your body some fuel with food and drink. We not only talk about two-legged critters, we talk about four-legged critters. Four-legged critters need to be safe. And when there's ice, many times people use de-icer, okay? Now, we have ice, salt on our shoes. Can you imagine if we walked barefoot on that salt, what our skin would be? Use pet safety salt. I can't say that enough. Salt, salt, salt. Yes, 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 but use it pet safe. Not only safe for us, for the four-legged critters, dogs, cats. I don't think they let ferrets out. I don't know.
No.
So, all right, we're winding around. We're coming around our little spot on the table. You and I are wearing vests. Why are we wearing vests?
So we could be illuminated in the dark.
Right. Do you live on a street that there's street lights?
Yes.
That's pretty good because you live in a rural town on the other side of God's country of Vermont, over the mountain. And where I live, I don't have any street lights. So when I walk, my four-legged critter has a collar that lights up. And then I also have a wand, okay? Now this wand hangs from my jacket. The other thing that this is used for, I use it in my car. Why would I use it in my car?
So you could be seen. You could, in case you broke
Broke
down,
down. Oh my goodness, we break down. What's going to happen?
you can be stuck in a car for a while.
Correct. Correct. All right. So people think they have their cell phones. You have your cell phone. Guess what, people? It's going to run out of battery. Your battery in your car is going to go down. I just happen to have some options. I'm going to lightly cover the name of it. And these are things that you could, the next time you get a few extra coins in your pocket, purchase these, people. These are power banks. This particular power bank can run a computer. It can power up 3 devices. Incredible. I don't think I could do that with my car battery. Okay? This one will actually, this is a 22 watt, and this is very heavy, very powerful. You get some extra change. Throw away, don't get that soda, get the water, okay? That'll save some money. If you're doing those no-nos, what is a no-no? People who smoke, okay? Just think of how much money you could save. I had put my plug in. All right, so we're running down in time. Do you know what this is, Jay?
A pulse ox.
Wow, you did know. This is a pulse ox. It's become very valuable this time of past couple of years because of COVID. Because people's lungs are becoming compromised. This particular pulse ox works over nail polish. Very important to get that kind because you don't know whether you're going to have nail polish on. You never know, Jay. Well, you can go ahead and do your...
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What's a healthy range for your pulse ox?
I am hoping that I'm going to be at least 98% O2 out of 100, if not 100. I have asthma. Okay? So you should go ahead and be 98 to 100. My pulse rate, just when you go to a doctor, they take your pulse. This machine, little here, shows it. Not only do you need to have something like this to go out, something like this, okay, hand sanitizer, but you have to keep your test kits on hand. This particular test kit has 2 tests in it. Why do you have to keep test kits on hand now?
Because you never know.
That's right. I thought I had allergies. I went 2.5 years without it. And then the 12th day, I became positive. People only had a runny nose, but I tested positive. I was contagious. What should I do for those 5 days? Quarantine and wear a
mask.
Wear a mask, people. This is inevitable. This is my next time that I will be speaking. And from now on, we're not going to talk about COVID and, oh my God, we got COVID this, COVID that. It's here to stay. Get yourself test kits. I work in a pharmacy part-time. Your insurance can go ahead and most insurances will pay for up to 8 tests a month. But be mindful, people. They do have an expiration date. So keep these in your closet. Rotate the test kits as you get them. We're going to rewind Go before COVID. And before COVID, what did we talk about? The bug that would come in yearly and you would get
the flu.
The flu shot. People, COVID is no different than the flu. It's worse. People can die from the flu. But the prevention from flu to COVID
is a vaccine.
It's a vaccine. A flu shot. Some people say, oh, I'm not going to get that. I'm not going to get that. That's your choice. The C, your choice. It's your choice to get a COVID shot. Your choice, C, whether you end up in the hospital. What can we do to prevent the flu or the common cold or COVID?
Wash hands, stay home when you're sick.
Right? And we got used to using hand sanitizer when COVID came out. Do you know that was one thing we never pushed with the flu? But we should be using that. Use hand sanitizer. Guess what? If you go ahead and you use hand sanitizer, and this one hadn't started yet, and I go like this, do you think I'm going to put my hands in my eyes?
No.
No. How do I get sick? Do you remember, Jay?
Putting your hands in any open, moist area.
Right. These are your transporters, people. Your transporters. You touch your doorknob, you touch something on the shelf of a store. The person before you just sneezed, touched it, you don't even know it. And then you go like this and wipe your mouth, rub your nose, rub your eyes, and poof, it's in a nice warm hose, and it goes, ha, 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 I'm going to grow, and I'm going to make you sick. If you're strong enough, you have enough water in you, and you can put it through your system, you will not get sick. Not as bad. You can ward it off, your immune system.
Correct.
But I'm going to say it gross people out. There's one more moist open area, and that's your private area. Yes, I'm direct, I'm blunt, but people, please, please, wash your hands, wash your transporters. Very important. Okay, winding down. I forgot one thing that I could wear when I'm out hiking. This is a camelback. I don't have to carry 6 bottles of water. They can be carried in my camelback. They can be worn. And guess what we do in the pharmacy? We wear a camelback. Because you think the pharmacist techs can go ahead and slow down to take a drink? No. So if you're in a job that you don't have the chance to drink the amount of fluids you should, modify, accommodate. If you're in a job or in a situation that does not allow you to take care of yourself so that you can go home and take care of others, to take care of themselves, you need to modify. They're going to be welcoming you to do that. They're going to be saying thank you because you're there, you're working, and you're doing what you need to do. Now, I have these. Jay, you got one in front of you. When I was growing up, we had what we called, I don't think I can do it. Now, they used to be slap bracelets. Okay? So you wear these. You wear it here. I can wear it here, around here. It does actually go around the neck. Okay? You can actually put it on your dog. It reflects. Where do I find these? You find these in any place that they have hiking things. They have walking devices, things for you to go hiking, reflections. The key is reflect yourself. It's not the person who is driving behind you. Don't hold them responsible if they can't see you. That's not fair to them. You are a machine on feet. Right?
Right.
Do you get any special accommodations if you're walking compared to me?
No.
No. You got to obey the law. I have one other thing here, that when we are drinking water, if we should break down, I have a little brown bottle here. Some other people who have some heart events going on might say, is that nitro? This is not nitro, buddy, people. This will purify 1,000 gallons of water right here. These are little tablets. Should we break down, we take our bottle, empty bottle, we fill it in the brook, and we drop, we're going to have to break the tablets in half because it would be too much for this bottle of water, of the spring water. But people, be prepared. Long story short, be prepared. Your cell phone, why should you have a cell phone with you?
Call for help.
Call for help. What can your cell phone also do, and you need to keep that charged? It can provide
a GPS. Location.
So if you go off the road, they can ping your phone and they can find you.
Correct.
I like doing puzzles on my phone, but that wears the battery down. Looks like you have something that you can...
Yes, you can. Classic word searches, and that can keep any age, keep them busy.
And save the battery.
And save the battery.
And save the battery. I have one more thing down here under the table that I always carry with me. And this is a sleeping bag. Okay? I started pulling it out because then if I go off the road, I'm going to feel warm. I always carry it. It makes a great pillow. It does awesome. It's just an incredible thing. Believe it or not, it is February, the end of February. No matter where you're watching this show, your world is going through some really weird stuff. Mother Nature is not being kind to all of us. Mother Nature is keeping us on our toes. But that's okay. Let's stay ahead of Mother Nature. Let's be prepared. So be aware to be prepared. Think ahead of time of what you're going to do, when you're going to do it, and how you're going to do it. Get your power banks. Have your reflectors. I actually have one that runs off of the car battery, but that doesn't do any good because guess what? The car battery goes down. That's no good. Okay? Find out which kind of spray you want to use. Do you want to use an aerosol? Kids are going to camp. Can't use aerosols. You can use a pump bottle. Okay? I'm going to use DEET because DEET keeps the ticks off. But, oh well, a lot of people don't like DEET because it's like, Have your test kits available. I just uncovered something. This little thing right here. I forgot all about this little guy. Along with the sleeping bag, this silver packet is a space blanket. It's a couple of dollars, people. A couple of dollars. It's cheaper than a bottle of soda. You cover yourself in it, you wrap yourself in it, and you'll stay warm as toast. You won't be able to fold it back up, but you'll stay warm. I'm not going to open it up because I know I won't be able to fold it back up. Say goodbye.
Bye.